Hello everyone, it's Jack here. Sorry I couldn't be at the meeting today, or if I am there, I won't be there for very long. But today, for our skills instructions, I will be teaching you how to make ranger beads. So ranger beads are kind of like a portable abacus for you to take on your hike to determine how many meters you've gone or how many more meters you need to go. Right here in this mock video, I am on a mock hike, and I'm using my ranger beads to track how many meters I've traveled so far. So let's get to it. I'll show you how to make it and what use you can use it for. To make these ranger beads, you would need some nylon rope, some matches, and some beads, but in this case I have nuts because I couldn't find any beads anywhere in my house. So with your nylon rope, go ahead and cut off about 2 feet of it for use. Then you would pull out the core. This would let you compress the cord, which will be important when you're putting the beads on. Once you've done that, you'll make a simple loop right in the middle of the 2 feet of nylon rope you have. It doesn't need to be any hard knot or a loop, it should just be simple and just make sure it doesn't slip. Now this is where the matches come in. Fuse the end of the rope because since there is no core in it, you will just have an empty circle, and smash the ends together to make sure there is no opening. And make sure you are careful with the matches as always. Dispose of them properly. Make sure they are completely out when you're finished with them. I would suggest dousing them in water to make sure there is no flame left in that. Also, do this outside. I wouldn't suggest stinking up your house with the smell of sulfur from your matches. Now with your freshly fused rope, we can start putting on the beads. But as you can see, it's not that simple. So if you're having difficulties, go ahead and cut off some of the burned rope, fused rope on there to make it easier for you, as you can see in my video. Just make sure that you don't completely cut off the burnt end, because that will just be defeating the purpose. So instead, cut it how I'm cutting it, like in a triangle shape, and it will hopefully go easier for you. Now comes my absolutely favorite part. Just kidding. Putting the beads on. So, putting the beads on is pretty hard. You need to make sure it goes through both ropes. You can use tweezers to help aid you in this process like I'm doing right here. And just don't give up. Keep trying. Eventually you'll get it. There's a will, there's a way. There's our first bead. I'm going to be skipping over the 8 so I don't take too much of your time here. So all 9 of the nuts are attached to the rope, and as you can see to the left, I tied a square knot for the opened ends. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting a zip tie in between the beads because I forgot to tie a knot in between them previously and I didn't want to go over it again. But to the left there are 5 ranger beads, and to the right there are 4. And I'll tell you the significance of why I did this and the number shortly up, but right now I'm just making sure the zip tie is tight and everything looks nice. That's how it should look like when you are finished. Now it's time to learn how to use these. First things first, you need to find what your pace count is. For most people, it's between 60 and 70 left steps per 100 meters. You can find out what yours is by measuring off 100 meters and then walking normally and count every time your left foot hits the ground. Now, each time you hit 100 meters, you would pull down one of the lower beads. But in this case, I only have 5 lower beads, so we'll say it's 200 meters per lower bead. So right here is 200 meters. We're at 400, 600, 800, and 1,000 meters, all right here. Now, how could we represent 1,000 meters since we are all out of the beads? Well, we would go to our top beads. This would represent 1,000 meters from the top beads, just like an hibiscus. That would represent 2,000 meters. And then this right here would represent 2,200 meters. Just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope you gained something from this.